Hello, my name is Keshwani. That's K-E-S-H-W-A-N-I, Keshwani. We are here because we want to learn algebra. Today is our lesson number 164. Day 164, we are in the process of doing word problems from day number 101 through 200. Today is our 64th day. Here's the problem on the blackboard for today. It says a rectangle, we're given a rectangle which is x yard long. A rectangle is x yard long and y feet broad. The question simply is what is this area? So here, as you can see, the two dimensions that are given to us, it is x yard long and y feet wide, y feet broad or wide. What is the area of this thing? As you can see, the two dimensions are given in two different units. This is yard, this is feet. This won't do. We cannot figure out the area of this thing unless we change the dimensions that is given in feet into yard, or the other dimensions that is given in yard into feet. That way we can talk about the area being in the square feet or in square yard. But this won't do the way it is given. So let's do it then. So y feet is same as 3 times y, or rather, that is already feet. Y feet is just y feet. X yard is same as 3 times as many feet. So the area is very straightforward. The area is equal to length times width. The length is 3x feet. The width is y feet. And of course we get we get 3x times y, so we get 3xy, and feet times feet. Feet times feet is feet times feet, or 3xy feet squared, which custom dictates, tradition dictates, that even though strictly speaking, mathematically speaking, this should be read as feet squared, custom dictates that I read that as square feet. So the answer is 3xy square feet. Let's do the same problem in square yards. Area equals length times width. The length is x yard, so x yard times width, which is y feet. Y feet is same as y over 3 yard. Because how do you convert feet into a yard? You take the number of feet that we have and divide by 3. For example, if we had 6 feet, 6 feet would have been 2 yards, 6 over 2. If we had 9 feet, it would have been 9 over 3, 3 yards, and so forth. So this length here is y over 3 yard. Y over 3 yard. Again, the same exact idea. Here's your x, here's y over 3. We multiply the two together, and we multiply it together, we get x times y. X times y and over 3. X times y over 3, and then we get our yard and yard. So we get yard times yard. We get x over y times over 3 square yard. So depending on how the question is asked, it's going to be either 3xy square feet or x times y over 3 square yards. Should we verify this thing by plugging in some numbers? You want to do that? Let's do that then. Let's plug in some numbers and verify it. What do you want to plug in? Let's make it 4 yards and 6 feet. Let's make this thing 4 yards and 6 feet. Well, 6 feet if we were to plug in 6 feet, that means y equals 6. Okay, keep in mind, we're plugging in for y. Y is our 6 feet. 6 feet, 6 divided by 3 is going to give us 2 yards. So this is 4 yards. So in terms of yards, in terms of square yards, this is 2 yards, which is 6 feet. 2 yards times 4 yards. The area of this thing is 6 feet by 4 yards, the same as 8 square yards. Let's see if this one gives us 8 square yards if we were to plug in 6 for y and 4 for x. Let's put it in here. X equals 4. And our y equals 6. When we plug in x equals 4, 4 for x and 6 for y, in this expression better give us 8 square yard. Why? Because we know the answer is 8 square yard. X is 4, so the length of this thing is 4 yard. The width is, we are saying, is 6 feet. 6 feet is same as 2 yards. 2 yards times 4 yards is 8 square yards. This better give us 8 square yard when we plug in these values. Let's see if we get it. X times y, that is 4, x is 4, y is 6 over 3. Let's see what we get. You see, if you will divide the top and the bottom by 3, this 6 will become 2 and this 3 will go away. And 4 times 2 gives us our 8 square yard. Now let's do the same thing. Let's do the same thing in square feet. And I'm going to do that in the blue marker so you can see it. In square feet, instead of converting this y feet, instead of converting this this 6 feet into 2 yards, if you're going to do it in square feet, this 6 feet will remain 6 feet, and this 4 yards will have to be converted into 4 times 3 feet, 12 feet. In other words, now the length is 12 feet, this is 6 feet, 6 feet times 12 feet, let's do it here, 6 feet times 12 feet, 6 times 5 is 60, 12 times 5 is 60, so 12 times 6 should be 72 square feet. Let's see if this gives us 72 square feet. We're going to plug in 6 for y and 4 for x. 3 times 4 for x, just like there, times 6 for y. And this better give us 72. Let's see. Oh, there you go. 12 times 6. 12 times 6. 3 times 4 is 12. Right there, same as 12 times 6. 12 times 6 square feet. Of course, it gives us the same answer. So the correct answer can be expressed in terms of square feet or square yards. It's up to you. Unless the problem specifically asks for a certain unit. If the problem said, what's the area of this rectangle in square feet, then of course it's 72 square feet. What's the area of this particular rectangle in square yard? Well, it is 2 yards times 4 yards. It was 8 square yard right there. 8 square yard. 8 square yard. But in terms of our variables, this is of course when we plug in numbers just to see if it works. But in terms of variable, the answer is 3xy square feet or x times y over 3 square yard. That's all. That's all I had for today. I will see you tomorrow on day number 165. But before we go, I want you to notice something. I want you to compare this thing right here. I want you to compare this quantity right here, 3 times xy versus xy over 3. What do you notice? Let me put it on the top so that I can make a fuss about it properly. 3xy square feet equals x times xy over 3 square yards. What do you notice? You should notice that if you were to convert the square feet into square yard, we have to divide this by 9. Why 9? This thing is not. Why 9? Because 1 square yard equals, let's do it here on the corner here. 3 feet equals 1 yard. Therefore, if you were to square both sides, you will see that 9 square feet equals 1 square yard. So if you want to go from square feet to square yard, you have to divide this quantity by 9. And when you divide this quantity by 9, what happens if you divide that quantity by 9? 3xy over 9. This 3 will cancel out this 9, and you end up with x times y over 3. X times y over 3 square yard. Why do we have to divide this quantity by 9? Because there are 9 square feet in a square yard, not 3. A square yard is made up of 9 square feet, not 3. Okay, that's all. That's all I want you to understand. And that's about it. See right here, I'm going to draw a square yard very quickly. Let's say this is 1 yard and this is 1 yard, and therefore this is the area of this box is 1 square yard. 1 yard from here to here is made up of 3 feet. 1 yard from here to here is made up of 3 feet. And now the area of each of this box is 1 foot by 1 foot. And therefore area of this small box is 1 square feet. And there are 9 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 square feet make 1 square yard. 3 feet make 1 yard, not 3 square feet. 3 square feet do not make 1 square yard. It is a common mistake. Just pay attention, that's all. I'll see you tomorrow on day number 165. Alright? Bye now.